lot of pressure for Kyle Shanahan, too, considering his offense scored a grand total of 3 points, and nothing worked. The run game didn't work. They couldn't get anything going. Christian couldn't get anything going as a receiver or runner. They had George Kittle in that game. Now he's out. Trent Williams coming back. It seems like Ricky Pearsall is going to make an attempt to come back as well, although the first tackle he takes, you wonder if he can stay in the game. What would you say for Kyle here? Or is there anything he can do?
Well, he is going to be taxed mentally to find a way to attack the combinations that the Seahawks play in the secondary and against the pass. And then the other thing is, people don't realize how good Seattle is in the front four defensively. They got, Leonard Williams and a couple other guys.
Yes.
They are very stout in the defensive line. They don't need to play 8 in the box to shut down the Niners' run game. See,
nope, and they don't need to play a base defense either. They play like their nickel and dime defense, and they just shut it down.
They got 4 studs up front.
Yeah,
they got a guy who can control the center and both guards. And see, and that's the biggest issue. So he's going to have to try to be able to manufacture runs. McCaffrey is going to struggle to even average 3.2, 3.3 yards a carry. If he can get to the line of scrimmage without getting hit in the backfield, that's a win right there.
That's a win. Yeah.
Seriously. It's like watching, back in the old days, Detroit had this running back, Barry Sanders, who led the league. I
remember him vaguely.
Yeah. He led the league in making players miss tackles of him behind the line of scrimmage. That's what McCaffrey's like now. How many guys does he have to make miss before he even gets to the line of scrimmage?
It's true.
And see, that's tough.
It's true. Yeah, it's tough. This seems like the kind of game plan where, remember week 5, they were going into LA, Thursday night game, and it was like they were 10.5-point underdogs. No Brock, no Kittle, no Bosa, and they won it overtime. Mac Jones, they had no running game. They couldn't run the ball. They stuck with it a little bit, but Mac Jones threw 49 passes, and most of them were real short. And it's exactly what they needed to do because they couldn't run the ball and they couldn't protect, and they were going up against a great pass rush, and it worked. It seems like that's kind of the approach you got to take. They're going to make you be patient. They're not. You're not, unless Ricky Pearsall's playing great and he can beat Reek Woolen down the field like he did week 1. You're not going to get big plays. So just take the check down over and over and over again. And it worked in week 5.
Well, the important thing for them, Kyle's got to understand, the Seahawks are not going to allow you to rip off, 15 and 20 yard, gains multiple times in any series, let alone in the entire ball game. I think last game against Seattle, the biggest gain was that sail route to George Kittle to the offensive right, which gained 15 or 16 yards. That was the biggest play. The other thing is, then Kyle needs to realize my offensive line and protection schemes are not going to be able to hold up long enough for me to run my guys vertically down the field to attack Seattle's deep coverage.
Yeah.
So
the pass rush is going to be a lot more intense than it was. Philly had no pass rush. It wasn't there. I don't know what that was.
And see, so
but I would imagine Seattle's.
I got to throw the ball short. You know what? You may have McCaffrey catch 9 balls for like 58 or 60 yards, but those are going to be critical. A lot of them are going to get you a first down. They're going to get you from 1st and 10 to 2nd and 4.
Yeah. Same with the fullback. Same with Tonjes. Yeah. Those guys.
Jack Tonjes.
Yeah.
Ironically, how many times did you notice last week after Kittle went down, you saw the Niners utilizing 2 tight ends in the same offensive set? All of a sudden, I'm looking up. I see 89 and I see 88 on the field together. I'm going like, wait a minute. Is this 22 personnel? Is this 12 personnel? All of a sudden, you got 2 tight ends who show up now and Kittle's not there, as opposed to Kittle and Tonjes. Now you got, what's the other kid's name? Farrell? Yeah, and he and Tonjes are on the field at the same time. I'm going like, this is a switch. So
okay, well let's look at let's give Kyle Shanahan a play. Let's check out pass reps, which is just hold on, let me get it on the screen for you. It's just $199 a month. It's updated weekly by Tom. And let's go. What is this play? 678 sail flat.
Okay, now this is the same play which Kyle hit to Kittle on the same formation, same right side, with McCaffrey up in the wing so he can chip and help Trent Williams, for example, in this situation before he releases on his option route. But I'm going to take Tonjes and run him on the sail route. See, when Seattle plays this deep coverage where they're reading combos and 2-to-1, if I run my tight end on the sail route, that safety is going to take him man-to-man. By the same token, I'm going to run my Z on the post route, and that'll take care of the corner. So now I've got two breaking routes away from coverage to where I have opportunities to throw the ball. I may not be able to hold it long enough to throw the post route, but I'll be able to get the ball out and get it to Tonjes on the sail route, and he can adjust it versus man or versus zone what he does. And then I can put use check out there after checking for protection, release him late into the flat so that if you're giving me a cover 2 shell, for example, then I've got a high-low on the corner with the sail route and the flat. And see if that Purdy can drop the ball in over the corner to the tight end on the sail. And, see right there, you can see the fit where you got the high-low right there on the defender in the flat. And then the sail is outside the numbers. So if the ball's not complete, it's off the field, and I don't have to worry about throwing the ball into the middle of the field where I have extra defenders. I can minimize my interception possibilities by throwing the ball outside the numbers to where there are fewer defenders. And that boundary,
I like that.
The boundary to me will be a positive weapon. If it's not open, I can throw it out of bounds. I'm not going to lay it up late and try to get it up and down over a linebacker with a safety behind them.
Yeah, the Niners have gotten in trouble when they've been forcing balls over the middle this season.
Stay the heck away from it,
Yeah, absolutely. I like it. Well, there you go, Kyle Shanahan. Check it out. Maybe you should become a subscriber for Pass Reps yourself. It's only $1.99 a month. I'm sure Jed York will pay it for you. All right.